Hi everyone, my name is Simli Alhassan and I did my presentation on field observation findings. My field observation school was in Springfield, Virginia, and it was with the Fairfax County Public School System, and the school was called Lane Elementary School. So, so this school is a big school around the Springfield community in Northern Virginia, Alexandria area. It's between like Alexandria and Springfield. It's at a popular location. And the first thing that stood up to me was the classroom sizes. There were 24 students in the classroom that I went in, and I asked the teacher why she has such a large classroom. And she told me with Title I schools, where a lot of students are receiving free lunches, the max they can have in the classroom is 18. But where there are not many students receiving a free lunch, they can go up to 31 students. And I looked around the room and there was no teacher assistant. So I was just so surprised that there were no teacher assistants for first grade. And then there were about four first grade classes down the hall, each having a class size of about 24 to 31. And, with all the things that the teachers have to do, they still need to be on time with their pacing guide. So the class size was definitely an eye-opener and a shocker to me. Another thing that stood out to me was the holidays. There were a lot of holidays between October and November. And throughout the whole Fairfax City County school calendar, they celebrate everything. Every holiday is celebrated. So I have a little calendar on the side that shows this is just 1 month. They had a holiday on 1st November, then they had a holiday on 4th and 5th, and then they had a holiday on 11th, and then they had all Thanksgiving break. So you can see that the yellow side is the only part that the teachers have to teach students units or whatever they have planned for them. So just in November, they had two early releases. They had one early release, sorry, two holidays, two teacher work days, plus Thanksgiving. And the teachers still need to make sure the students are learning everything. And on one of my observation days, it was day 60, and the students still didn't know the routine because it's just so hard staying home today, coming to school tomorrow, staying home today, coming to school tomorrow. They just keep forgetting their routine because the consistency is not as good because of all the holidays that they have throughout the calendar. So this is the part that I feel very passionate about, the classroom assistant situation. I believe they need a classroom assistant. I don't know who we need to speak to, but they need a classroom assistant. All teachers need a classroom assistant. After kindergarten, there's no classroom assistant in FCPS. There were too many classroom behaviors that I observed personally that the teacher just could not handle. She just couldn't teach and handle that behavior at the same time. She has 24 students, and if 5 of them have behavior issues, that leaves her with the other 20, and she has to just ignore the 5 and focus on the 20 who cannot focus because the other 5 want to do what they want to do. So it's like it was just tough just watching her navigate through that problem. And I just believe if there was a classroom assistant or a teacher assistant, somebody that could step in and focus on the other kids who have challenges, I believe it would create a less stressful classroom atmosphere. Plus, she still has to prep materials, laminating, cutting, worksheets, grading, one-on-one assessments. It's just so much work. And I don't know how we're going to petition this because all America needs help when it comes to this. But yes, this was the biggest thing that I would just felt so passionate about. And I tried to help my teacher as much as I can every time I was in the classroom with her. There are so many pros from working with Fairfax County Public Schools. First of all, they have what I call a uniform system. So it doesn't matter where you are in Fairfax County. If your child leaves one school and goes to another school, they're probably learning the same thing. They provide everything that you need, everything that you need. For example, each unit has a book and decodable books, and these decodable books are about 4. So each student has 4 decodable books, and like I said before, there are about 24-25 students in a room. So can you imagine having that many books for each student? That's a lot of money the county has invested into their school system to make sure that students are learning and are getting involved and participating in classroom activities. They provide everything the teacher needs. They have state-of-the-art equipment, from document cameras to smart boards to projectors, everything you can think of. The school did not lack anything. They have enough rooms where teachers can meet and discuss and talk about projects, plans. They have counselors, they have counselor offices, they have an office for everyone. They have a lot of teacher workrooms. I was really impressed by how much they had provided for the teachers and the school. They also have many specials. They have PE, art, Spanish, and special counseling once a week, where a counselor will sit with the student, ask them some questions, you review a whole bunch of stuff with them. And the school is very secured. You can't come in without them seeing your face or showing your Fairfax County Public School ID. That mine has student written on it because I was field observing. But you just can't walk in, and you know how crazy the world is with people shooting around. I don't see that happening in this school because of how secured the school is. It had a very diverse population. In that classroom alone, there were so many students from different nationalities, and I'm not talking just 1 or 2. I had like 3 from the Middle East, 3 Asians, three from India, African American kids, African kids, all kinds of kids were found in the classroom, and it was just so wonderful to see diverse students everywhere. There's also tuition reimbursement for Fairfax County Public School. After you've done your bachelor's and your master's, they can pay for an extra one, just so you can get a higher pay grade. And the teachers are well paid in this county, but for that area, it's a very high standard of living. So it's still not enough, but as compared to other states in the U.S. or even just other places in Virginia, I would say Fairfax County Public Schools pays the teachers well enough to live and, just support themselves. So that was good. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope I was able to encourage you to join Fairfax County Public Schools, or maybe you learned something. Thank you so much, and have a great day.